because if he uses a spectral flash, it's going to kill Dark and Natural for pretty much the amount it just heals for. But he's almost dead. I only have one Endless Prayer, so it was a good fight. There's not too much variation to the fight. Turbo users can kill him before he heals, which is something to throw out, I guess. Something to throw out there. I was probably reasonably close to killing him before he healed, and I was definitely close to killing him before he downloaded my party again. What you thinking there? I see the big Good questions, man. Feel free to ask. It makes things more interesting for me to interact in the chat and such. I prefer to do that anyway. Cutscene beast. Okay, I'm muting on mic, so I try to mute my mic so you guys don't hear me chomping on the snacks. Anyhow, the game picked up again. But what I was saying, double triples, is that I have killed him multiple times before he's down leveled my party a second time. It has happened. I was basically 2 turns away that fight from him. 2 turns away, or potentially one Spartan away from it. Basically, had he not Spectral Flash my party, which meant that I had to heal everybody with Hashel on his turn, if he would have used some other random attack item, like I could have attacked with Hashel and then had Dart heal instead, because Hashel deals like double the amount of damage Dart does. So that could have been the fight right there. But if I have seen him do back-to-back Spectral Flash, and it will wipe my party, without a doubt. It deals almost 600 damage to Dart, and does low 500s to Hashel. So it's very important that you heal after he uses a Spectral Flash, because if he decides to double up on it, it's pretty much run over. But had that turn ended up being Dart instead of Hashel, then that fight might have been different entirely. I probably would have killed him before he leveled me down a second time. But that's how the turn order goes sometimes. And that's why these bosses in this game, they may seem like the boss fight. I always claim that the boss fight is really straightforward, right? But actually, I put a lot of practice into each of these boss fights, because it's very important that you understand the damage range that they can do to your party. Because if you don't do that, if you don't know that range, and you get a weird cockeyed turn order that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, which happens more times than you would think, you need to know when to heal, because you may, like, I can guess typically when Maru's going to get a turn, or when, somebody's going to get a turn, because I've practiced so much and I'm used to the bosses. But if somebody were to be like running this game and they didn't practice Grand Jewel as much as I did, and they didn't know that he could use Spectral Flash, or use it like not back to back in a double turn sense, but use it and then like Dart and Hashel gets a turn, and then he gets a turn again all of a sudden. Or it's like Dart, or the better example would be like Hashel and then Maru getting a turn. And then Grand Jewel gets a turn before Dart, and he uses Spectral Flash again, it's GG. And that's just not being prepared for that situation. Granted, he didn't use a second Spectral Flash, but it does happen. I've survived his fights where he used 3 of them. That's the most I've ever seen him use it. He used it 3 times. I survived the fight, but I had to use an Angel's Prayer, and I used almost all of my healing items in that fight. Not to mention, if you don't power up and speed up Maru, you're not going to have all that upfront damage. So, And theoretically, you're going to be doing about 130-ish less damage a turn with Maru at the beginning of the fight, which is going to, over those 3 attacks, is going to be the equivalent of about 1 translate. So you're basically going to have to throw an extra translate before you get him to that same amount of HP. And that means you're also being powered to hold down at least once. There's no way to kill him before you don't kill down once. So that damage could actually change more.